Here's one from Sherry. How many ascension timelines are there? 1. Did the eclipse energy change energy or merge them like Magenta Pixie described in her Mandela Effect video? No. So no and no. Now I can expand on no and no. There is only a single ascension timeline. And whatever Magenta says is her point of view, and you're asking me my point of view, as long as you separate the emotional connectedness between what you wanted my answer to be, you'll understand why I said no. I see all timelines. There were timelines that were shut down and new timelines that were opened. And they are regularly taking people on this timeline and putting them on other timelines because they no longer serve this timeline. But there are times when you put them on the other timeline, they shape up and suddenly come back onto this timeline. That is what is going on now, the separation of densities, the bifurcation. There are some that get yanked out of the reality and go, shit, I make it up, I'm doing my work, and they get back into the reality. So there are new ones being opened, there are parallel ones being opened. It is far more than what one person is saying. Again, I'm challenging you at the scale and size at which you think. There is a surface world, a subsurface world, and an astral world that all use their own signature frequency form of time that is completely independently separate and not codependent on any other frequency of the time. Our world, human world, global narrative world, is dependent and codependent on Roman numeral time. If you understand the dependency and codependency of Roman numeral time, you understand why there's such a limited way to explain what a timeline is or isn't. Linear time itself was created solely for this reality, solely for this galactic ascension machine. It does not exist in any other place. It is what was created to resolve repetitious paradoxes in which our celestial process or arm of the galaxy, our star cluster, was stuck in a repeating pattern because we had uncreated our section of the galaxy, which uncreated the section of the universe in the perception of time of lineage-based beings who were battling themselves to prove what era of light was more potent. There is a string of time that comes from ancient eras that is still a small thread within our thread of our timeline that is still 10 trillion times more potent than any of our surface beings, because at that time beings had a whole different light era function. So until light mechanics are truly understood, these are pontificating philosophers pontificating in word salads. That will be another good one. And that's not meant as an attack.